This is a quick video on estimation with multi-digit products. Take our school. Let's use our school as an example. We have 33 students in our class. And there are about 26 classes at the school. Now, if I'm not looking for an exact number, I can just estimate it. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the first number, okay, and use this first number as my rounding place. In this case, I'm going to round to the nearest tens. And then I will look at my ones place and say that 3 is less than the 5. So 33 students is going to round to 30. I'm going to do the same thing for the number of classes. I have 2 in my tens place, which is the highest place value that I have right now. I'm going to look at the 6. 6 is greater than my 5, so 26 classes is also going to round to 30. And I can easily multiply 3 tens times 3 tens, which gets me 900 students. Remember, this is an approximate number. It is not a precise number, but it gives me the general idea. Let's look at another problem. 456 times 42. Again, I'm going to look at the greatest place value and say this is the place value that I'm rounding to. Since 456, the 5 and 56 is greater than the midpoint, I'm going to round 456 to 500. Okay? And I'm going to look at 42. I'm going to round to the tens place. The 2 is in the ones place. 2 is below my 5, so I'm going to round to 40. I can do 500 times 40 fairly easily. 500s times 4 tens is 20 thousands. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, try 4,560 times 420. Again, I'm going to look at my greatest place value and use that to determine which numbers I am rounding. So 4,560, I'm looking at the 5. Okay, so I round to 5,000 times 420, I'm looking at the 2 tens, so I'm going to do 5,000 times 400, multiplying 5 times 5,000s times 400 gets me 20 hundred thousands, or simply 2 million. Okay. Now, what if we have a problem like this one? We could look at it and look at the 1 and say, okay, we're going to, because the 3 is less than 5, we're going to round it to 1,000. And we're going to look at 88, and that's rounded to 90. So I could multiply it that way. Another way that I could solve this is to instead look at the hundreds place, because I want a more precise number. So I could look here and go 1,300, looking at the 2 tens, I'm rounding down, so I have 1,300 times 90, that will stay the same, and that will get me a more precise answer. Okay? Either way is correct when you are estimating. But here's the important part. You need to be able to explain exactly why you're rounding the numbers. So, in my class, I will take either way, but you need to be able to tell me why you did it that way. Okay? Another way to look at it is think of it as a bullseye. Okay? If I'm looking for something that is precise or exact, you're going straight into the middle here. Okay? The way that you would signal that is with words like solve or find. Okay? That tells you that I'm looking for something precise. Okay? Something that is close but not exact, you might use the words estimate or about. Okay? And you will go from there. Remember, with an estimate, you round first. Write this down. With an estimate, you round first, and then you find the product. If you are looking for something precise, you will simply solve for the product. Okay? Precise, you will not be rounding, you will not be estimating. With an estimate, you round first, and then you find the product.